just think about those times, and I think about where we are now, and I just hope we're not, going back in time. I hope we're moving forward.
As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, tonight we're learning the history of 9 black fraternities and sororities called the Divine Nine. 5 News reporters Kayla Davis and Rachel Williams share the impact these organizations still have on the community today.
Black History Month is a time to reflect, celebrate, and honor the legacies of those who came before us. Trailblazers didn't wait for permission to create a path. They forged their own. Whether it was through activism, education, or leadership, these figures didn't just make history, they reshaped it.
The National Pan-Hellenic organizations were founded by college-educated men and women between 1906 and 1963, which were turbulent times for African Americans. Now, out of the 9 illustrious organizations, later coined the Divine Nine, we start with Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, who were both founded in 1906 and 1908. Meet Dr. John L. Colbert and Cora B. Davis.
And we changed things, y'all.
Members of the first black fraternity and sorority. Dr. Colbert became a member of Alpha Phi Alpha in 1975 when he chartered the organization at the University of Arkansas.
There were about 7 grad students who were always involved in everything. They were leaders, and they always took care of us as undergraduates, and they, role models for us, and I looked up to them. And then the spring '75 came around. They said, hey, we're thinking about forming an Alpha chapter here at the University of Arkansas. Would you be interested? I said, Mr. Robert, you are an Alpha? Of course I would do that.
Davis left a rural Texas town where she graduated from a segregated high school to attend Howard University in D.C. Following in the footsteps of her 3 older sisters, Davis crossed Alpha Kappa Alpha in 1962 during the Civil Rights Movement.
We had to march on Washington. And I got on the bus and went down, and I was part of that big crowd to see Dr. King.
I have a dream.
Now, I had no idea at that time how monumental that was, but I could see that things were changing.
As Trailblazers pushed for change for African Americans across the country, Colbert and Davis started making a difference in Northwest Arkansas.
I've served as president. I've served as our foundation president 2 terms, and our foundation is called the T. Rose Foundation of Northwest Arkansas. We have what I like to think of as a great event called Celebrity Waiter. It's a fundraiser, and we raise funds for scholarships. And pretty soon we'll be closing in on $500,000 that we have raised for students in Northwest Arkansas to go to college.
Became the principal of Jefferson Elementary, then opened Holcomb Elementary, and had students always coming by, hey, you were my favorite principal. I love all the things that you did. You respected us, and you took care of us, regardless who we were. It was powerful. And then from that, lo and behold, they elected me as the superintendent of Fayetteville Public Schools to lead that district.
After 47 years with Fayetteville Public Schools and 6 years as superintendent, Colbert retired in 2023. That same year, John L. Colbert Middle School was dedicated in his honor.
I want to leave that legacy. I want to make sure that someone else who comes behind me who looks like me, that they would trust them, say, you can do it because of who you are, not because of your color. And that's the way I live my life.
And that legacy lives on. The work and impact of the members of the Divine Nine leaves a lasting impression on collegiate members following in their footsteps.
D9 members on the campus of the University of Arkansas say they feel charged to honor their contributions.
The organization's values are instilled upon us, and if you're not joining an organization to be ready to change, then there's not really a point of joining. They're made to make us better leaders and better people. And as somebody that's a part of an organization bigger than myself, it's important that when everybody sees me, I'm always walking around with a smile, walking around with the proper attire, walking around looking like I'm happy that I'm a part of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Last year we celebrated our 50th anniversary and we were able to meet our previous charter members. We were the first Black Greek letter organization here at the University of Arkansas. So being able to see all of our past members starting from 1974 to now in 2025 was just a great great experience for me to be a part of.
Service, education, brother, and sisterhood. That is the foundation the Divine Nine represents. The organizations include Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, and Iota Phi Theta Fraternity. Unlike many other collegiate sororities and fraternities, membership within a Divine Nine organization is a lifelong commitment. The Divine Nine has graduate chapters across the world to continue servicing their local communities. For 2 grad chapters in Northwest Arkansas, the Phi Chi Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority and the Delta Omicron Omega alumni chapter of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity, their main focus is encouraging the youth. The Zetas are in the process of hosting a scholarship pageant.
This program we started because we realized we wanted to give a space for young females to prepare for college. We want you to get your foot in the door because life is not going to stop lifing, and so to give you the tools now rather than later will definitely help prepare our young women.
While the Iotas host an annual Christmas giveaway for underprivileged children.
Christmas gift, PlayStations, computers, laptops, gift cards, and different things. But the kick is you have to turn in your grades. So it's not just giving Christmas gifts, it's, hey, what are you doing to achieve in the classrooms? So we are rewarding our kids that are underprivileged and not able to really get all the things that they would probably desire to get for Christmas. But if you're doing it in the classroom, we will make sure and reward you in that manner.
For members of the Divine Nine, the work never stops to move the needle forward within the Black community.
The history of these organizations is rich and creates pride within its members and influence to be a part of something bigger than themselves.